Another logically completes the text question, a challenging question where we can't really bring any facts into play here. We just have to work with our skill of reading. And again, we turn up that gear on reading comprehension when we get to these types of problems because they are just really pure reading skill problems. We see at the end that we have a blank right, very, very end of the passage. So you could try to do this, starting from kind of this last sentence, right? But at that point, I think I would just read the whole thing and really just be logical in my reading. So there's really no way around that. We just got to buckle down and read, and let's see sorry about that. Let's see what we end up with there. Okay. In documents called judicial opinions, judges explain the reasoning behind their legal rulings. Okay. So we get an explanation with reasoning. And in those explanations, they sometimes cite and discuss philosophers, legal scholar and philosopher. Okay, so she's a philosopher. Interesting. So maybe she's being cited. Who knows, right? This philosopher argues that while judges are naturally inclined to mention philosophers whose views align with their own positions, right? That's interesting that we have kind of this comma kind of indicating, is something going to change? But let's see. The strongest opinions consider and rebut, okay, potential objections. So rebut maybe would help if you knew that means kind of you rebut something, you consider it, and then you say, nope, it's not that because, right? So it's going to consider an objection, consider the other side, and then say it's not that because of this, right? We get a semicolon, very helpful, because now we get discussing philosophers whose views conflict with judges' views could therefore do what? And I think the first thing I do before I ever go into an answer, and I'll add this as a little bullet here, is I determine, do I think this blank is going to be something positive, something negative, or something neutral? Well, I think that they're going to say that, discussing these philosophers who conflict is a positive thing, right? And down here, I end up kind of getting that pretty much everything is positive. So I don't really get very far with that. But it's good to just ground yourself in the fact that we know something is positive. The biggest thing here is we just can't infer a lot of information beyond what we're given. That's my real hint for this problem and my real strategy. So let's see where we get on that one. We're going to consider the first, allow judges to craft judicial opinions without needing to consult the works. Well, that doesn't make sense because she has no problem with consulting the works, probably likes it, right? Help judges improve the arguments that they put forward. Well, I think that's definitely a nice one because, yeah, they're going to improve the arguments, right? Make the judicial opinions more comprehensible to readers without this kind of training. This just feels irrelevant. It's like, it's trying to make me think that this is relevant. Really, you're not even saying anything to me. So I don't like that one. And then bring judicial opinions in line with views that are broadly held. Why do I care what's broadly held? So I don't really like that one either. Just not a relevant thing. And again, if you don't leap forward with inferences that you shouldn't be making, then we can get to pretty basic idea that, yeah, it's a good thing. And that's it.